Hey 369, did you ever feel that your brain is messed with because of all those viral TikToks, those Instagram posts, those fake news that just keep you hooked, that keep you scrolling? 90% of everything we see on the internet is actually just noise or misinformation that is there to just simply distract you. And let me tell you, I've been there too, and I'm still there, where I have to choose, is it worth consuming or is it actually real? And I know it's hard, but no worries, because today I want to show you 6 tips that will make your decision making a bit easier on social media when you have to handle with fake news or just generally content. So stick around, because this will change how you maneuver on social media. And are you ready? Then let's get it. I want to go over to tip number 1, and this is to cut the noise. Your brain is wired for instant reactions and instant gratification, and misinformation and generally all those media on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok thrives on exactly this. A 2023 study shows that 70% of fast reactions or fast decisions that we make, they fall on fake news. So they're being tricked. So whenever you see a video on YouTube or a post on X, a reel on Instagram that you can't really believe, take a deep breath for 10 seconds. This cuts the cortisol spikes that are being induced through this content. And then it of course boosts your thinking clarity. You must see what the hype is actually about. If it's just fast or real information that you can use in your life, and then you can check it. Check the video, watch it. If you have the clear opinion that you could actually use it, and if not, then just skip it. I want to go over to tip number 2, and this is to always cross-check your resources and references. Because we are in the thinking pillar, and thinking is of course about reasoning, about logic. And I want you to try this more, to build more of a thinking shield, so to say. And when we start questioning more, like for example cross-referencing, then we are able to cut the bias that we personally have about 50%. But only if you really just check. And I want to give an example. I was just reading today actually about crypto crash, and then the title said, "War, damn, crypto crash," but some people, they profited off this. And yes, this crypto crash actually happened, but I just had to check the markets that it's not really that dramatical as they have pronounced it to be. Now let's go over to tip number 3, and this is to spot your emotional triggers. And I know that you know rage bait content. There's quite a lot nowadays, and with clip farms and rage bait, it's just outrageous content that tries to hook you, that tries to gain your attention, because that's what social media is all about. And when we then are filled with emotions, we react, we comment, or we just scream or whatever. But 80% of this video content that we see on the internet actually has emotional triggers, emotional bait. Not directly rage bait, but it still tries to trigger you. So we must be careful and ask ourselves once again, is this pushing my emotional buttons? Is this pushing me into a certain direction where I don't even want to be? Sometimes it's really just better to put off the phone, get it away, like damn, it is really your phone. Walk around in your room or go outside, step away from social media, step away from all of these things instead of being caught up in the social media space, in the videos, in the content. Number 4, question the narrative. Many things already happened, like it's always in cycles. Certain trends come back, certain trends are being used again, certain memes are being used again that were like popular back in the days. This also means that often videos and articles are simply reposted. And if you remember that something fishy was already back then, some fake informations that suddenly come back again, then you can be sure, hold up, it's most probably, once again, fake information. But if you are not sure, then you can also check where its origin from, if it's a reasonable source, or if it's just a schemy web page somewhere, like an online forum that you don't really know what it's all about. Even though I'm not saying that online forums are bad in any sense, because they can really have a lot of practical things, but it could also be just a troll that this online forum, this community has planned, for example. Whatever. Let's go over to tip number 5, which is just limit your info overload. Too much input through social media and whatever spike stress hormones. And this fogs your cognition and rationality, where your decisions are just being worse. And when we cut our screen time actually by 30%, like if you have an hour, you cut it about 20 minutes, more not. This boosts our decision accuracy. So just set a cap on your media consume. I have to do this as well. I'm not perfect in this in any sense, but it's just a tip that I would assume is really beneficial. And then your brain, our brains will actually thank us for the clarity, but we just have to do it. Haha. Okay, so I gave you now those tips, and use them wisely, use them in your day-to-day life to make better decisions, clearer decisions when having or when facing media that we think is schemy, or when we are being caught up in social media space. And then write down some opinions on this in the comments. Yeah, okay, and like the video, subscribe. Then we see each other once again on this channel. See ya.